best friends are always welcome through your door. But please don't piss us off, remember, we pay for your floor. Hello and welcome to the We Pay For Your Floor podcast. My name is Andy.
My name's Phil.
And I'm Sarah.
Just a reminder that this year the We Pay For Your Floor podcast is sponsored, and this episode is sponsored by globules. It's a funny word.
I do like a good glob.
Everyone loves a good globule.
Who doesn't love a globule now and then?
And today,
Globby.
today, we will be discussing the spinning Lidl of Inverness and its surrounding environs.
Environs, you say. By Jove, it's been a while since I've seen a good environ. Environ. Environ.
Especially one with a little.
We are with a little.
Going up in the world.
Yeah, no longer a netto.
No, it's a Lidl.
It's a Lidl. Oh,
it's
wow.
Evolved, if you will.
Oh, evolved.
A netto is very much the base Pokemon of shopping, and then it evolves. It's like a branch evolution. It either becomes like a Lidl, an Aldi.
Farm foods.
Farm foods.
Is a Netto not a fossil Pokemon now?
Oh, it's
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
good point. Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
It's dead now.
Or
like
the Final
Quick Save
Evolution.
as well.
Like
Who?
Do you not remember Quick Save?
Oh, quick save. I thought you said pick save.
I that too, but that's something different.
And then
That's a story for another
the
time.
Lidls,
Like
the
Summerfield.
Aldis, and the farm foods would evolve into like the Tesco's, the Asdas, the Morrisons, and the Sainsbury's. Then the legendary Pokemon is like Waitrose and John Lewis.
You know, are you still in contact with the
And
guy
then
who?
M&S.
And M&S.
M&S,
yes.
that's true. Are you still in? No, that's a Godco Pokemon, isn't it?
That's legendary. I
That's a
think,
legendary. Yeah, sorry. Is the guy who did the Power Ranger things? Do you still know him? Do you still keep in touch with him? Because it'd be really funny to see his interpretation of Tesco's as a Pokemon.
Mike, get on it.
Do your duty, Mike.
I've got a thing.
I know.
Oh, I'm going to see the doctor, my dear.
I've
I have a
got-
cream for that.
Oh,
Good.
no. Make him believe I forgot. But before we get to all that, Sarah, how is your floor?
A lot of work nowadays.
Oh no.
As it gets older, just takes a lot of maintenance.
Do you have to help it go?
I have to help it a lot. It's a lot of at least once a week. It needs a good hoovering.
Do you have to wipe it?
The mopping is insane. Let me tell you that now.
Got a bit of
Send it
drip.
to a home.
You what? Sorry.
Send it to a home.
I will send it to a home. Yeah.
Send her floor to a home. Home for dishevelled floors.
Shag carpet's got its own section. No one wants to visit shag carpet anymore.
It's in its own little dark corner.
Its
of the
grandkids
creaky
don't want to know.
It's like a
Yeah.
very, very sad-looking Dunelm.
But at least shag carpet has a room with a nice staring window.
This home for dishevelled and run-down floors.
Yeah.
It's just Dunelm but with more pills.
Sounds great to me.
That
Sounds like you get a hell of a nap.
That sounds like my mum's ideal place. She fucking loves
She
Dunelm.
really
I thought
does
you
love
were going to
Dunelm.
say she fucking loves pills.
That too. She's knocking them back with a freaking Bacardi and Coke every night.
Mrs. Phil, we love you dearly.
Mrs. Phil.
I don't know. English, there we go.
Yes,
Need to think
dear.
about it, yes,
That is
dear.
our language.
You have a thing.
Speaking of language, though,
Okay.
I have. This is really shit.
Oh, don't pre-read.
What a
Are
great
you?
way to
Did you pull?
introduce your
It was because
segment.
you put. I said that expectations are high, and now bringing me down, so that meant equal in between.
Well, I was going to do something else, but we can go into that in a moment.
Okay.
This is just a nice little segue because language to this,
Oh,
which
okay,
is also
yes.
language.
Okay,
and we'll
yes.
get on to the other
Many
namey
things are
thing
language.
later.
Yes.
But I have two things.
Hmm.
This is the thing, and
Okay.
then we'll do the other thing.
Oh,
which is
lots
also
of
a
things. Ooh.
So, language.
Slow down.
I know. I normally have fuck all to bring to
No,
this
you don't.
podcast
Go on.
unless it's a flag.
What's your thing? Oh, I like a flag.
When you can count.
I do like a good flag. Since when is counting all you with flags? I love a good flag.
So
Awesome.
This is
Stupendous.
kind of stolen from a tweet that I saw a long time ago. I
Okay.
was like, I need to take a note of that. That's wonderful. And then I also may have lifted a few of these from Twitter,
Okay.
a few of these from Reddit,
Okay.
and some are of my own divining.
Okay.
The ones
Excellent.
of my own
I'm
creation
ready.
you can probably notice straight away anyway. But these are poorly described language systems. So
Okay.
I'm going to give you a description, and you have to tell me what language or type of language or mode of communication this is describing.
Okay.
Sarah's gonna have a hard time with this.
I know it's going to be great. So we'll start with the first one, which is the one that I saw on Twitter that started this.
Okay.
There's only...
You know, most people look at porn in their spare time.
This is Phil's
This
porn.
is my porn! I'm sharing. I've been very brave. And thank you.
I thank you for
So,
sharing
you know,
it,
just
Phil.
Be courteous and accept the me that I am.
For the purpose of the tape, Phil has a raging hard-on right now.
It's just a good job this table's in the way.
I've been with you for 8 years, Phil. I'm very well aware
That nothing
your...
is hard anymore.
Go on. I'm listening.
So the first one, this is the one that started all of this, and there's only 6. So it'll be fine. Old-timey sand emojis.
Sand
Hieroglyphics.
emojis.
Hieroglyphics.
Ooh! Oh,
Old-timey
okay,
sand-
right, okay.
Now you
Okay, I
kind
get
of
it.
the idea.
Yeah, I get it.
It's not sign language,
Flag language?
but they do use their hands a lot.
Why are you both?
Is it like... Is it just hand signals? So it's like, you know, okay, go,
Okay.
wanker,
like
fuck off.
like diving language, you know, when they like
No, you're thinking too practical.
Oh.
This isn't.
Okay.
This isn't. This
Swearing?
This one is entire, like, country language. Sarah, from the post of the tape, looks like a deer in the fucking
I'm
headlights.
also very confused.
Italian.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You even did that.
For fuck's sake! Wait, no. Fallo Napoli. There we go. I learned that from
You
Fanny.
leave Napoli alone.
Osaka.
What? Tagine. Oh wait, wrong country.
Keeping with Europe, a word for everything, and it's beautifully angry.
German.
Yeah.
100% German.
And this one I had to steal from Reddit because it was just too good.
Okay.
Gargling, but with air.
Swedish.
This counts.
Norway.
No?
Gargling, but with air.
Belgium.
Close?
Austria.
French?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, no, I can't get that.
French.
Oh.
I can't get it.
Okay, yeah.
Fantasy squiggles for old white people.
Cursive.
Fantasy.
Elvish?
Elvish.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's not a real language, I'm very good at that.
And lastly, off and on.
Morse code.
1010.
Yeah, Morse code. Binary.
Binary.
Is that 10 is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
zero.
Okay. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah,
Binary.
binary.
Is it called binary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I
yeah, it's in-
I like that. That was funny.
Yeah.
I like
I was
that.
very fond of
Is that a-
old-time sand emojis.
Oh,
Sometimes
sand emojis.
emojis.
It's great. I saw that and I
Absolutely.
was just like, that is the best way of describing
Which ones
hieroglyphics
did
ever.
you make on and
Oh,
off
isn't
again?
hieroglyphics not a real word? It's hieroglyphic.
Hieroglyph or hieroglyphic. Yeah.
Yeah, the hieroglyphics isn't a real word.
You're not gonna dock me a point.
I
Just
don't.
saying hieroglyphics, are
No,
you?
the only reason
I
I know
don't
that is
think
because
so.
Chris told me the other day.
That sounds
Yeah.
like something Chris would know.
Yeah, to
It's
say
kind
that he
of his
specialises
problem.
in English
Surely you
history.
could just moan your name during sex. He doesn't need to start talking about the.
Oh!
He doesn't need to
It's
start
the
talking
only way it
about
gets hard
the,
nowadays.
the semantics
I
of
have
the
to
word
go
hieroglyphic.
sideways stalk, upside down man. Look to look.
The Eye of Horus.
The Eye of Horus. The only way to exclaim things nowadays.
Water.
From
You don't even want to see her do the twisted plaque.
don't what I don't want to see. I very much do want to. I think a lot of people very much do want to see.
You and Chris don't do missionary. You do the 2 reads. It's just your legs
The
up.
2 reads.
I'm ready.
Come at me, big boy.
The Eye of Horus is open and ready.
Oh, Andy. Andrew Kemp.
Oh dear. I've ruined this podcast. Well, if you like, I can go into my other topic just to get that out of the way.
Yeah, go on,
Moving
I'm ready for this.
Silly language.
Because you've been sat pissing yourself for half an hour while you research this.
Well, moving from silly forms of language to silly names.
Okay.
Like Sarah.
Shit name. We're all hoes. Just ask my Eye of Horus.
It seems some shit.
So I have a list here of different names. One of them is real, two
Okay.
of them are fake.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you have to guess from this little grouping which is the real person.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Then have you fact checked them? So have you then Googled the made up name just to check it's not an actual real person?
I haven't bothered to do that. So if I have,
If we offend
if
anyone
I
on this
have
podcast
created- if I have
by Mr. Dinglehopper.
come up with a name and then just said you don't exist, I apologise for removing you from reality. But you know, given the way that the world is, it's probably for the best. So we have. Now, if you like, I'll go through the names, and if you like, you can ask me a little bit more about the people.
Oh, okay.
But I will not give you too much in case it gives
Obviously.
anything away.
Yes, yes, yes.
But we have Francesca Overlong,
Okay.
Taco O'Kersey, and Plumpy Robinson.
Is Plumpy Robinson a dwarf from Lord of the Rings?
I will tell you that they are all musicians. This is
Oh
all
my.
musical themed. So Andy, put your phone down.
Is the taco one? No, I will not do that. To
What
him.
was it? It's Francesca
Francesca
Over-
Overlong,
Overlong.
Taco.
Taco O'Kersey, and I apologise if I am butchering these pronunciations, and Plumpy Robinson.
Plumpy Robinson. That sounds like one of those nicknames he keeps giving you. You know, Wanky Tit and...
Wanky Tit.
Wanky Tit.
Well,
Plumpy
as I said,
Robinson.
My vote is for, what was his name? Taco?
you think Taco O'Kersey is the real one?
Taco
Yeah.
O'Kersey. How is it spelled? How is taco spelled specifically?
Like Taco, Taco.
TACO.
Aw.
It's spelled John.
That's what I mean, then I'd believe it, you know.
If you like, I can give you a small sentence about each of them.
Oh, that'd be nice,
Okay.
yes.
So Francesca Overlong is a Belgian concert pianist.
Okay.
Taco O'Kersey is a Dutch musician who does like sort of electro pop.
Okay.
And Plumpy Robinson is a jazz player from New Orleans.
That should make you think you've taken Smokey Robinson and just made it Plumpy. So I'm automatically discounting that
I
one.
don't know, because jazz names are kind of like that though, aren't they? And
I
it has a
think
bounce to it, Plumpy
Yeah,
Robinson.
Plumpy
Do you know what I mean?
Robinson.
You have
Well, yeah,
a
'cause
jazz...
he's plump.
and but it's always a Robinson at the end, isn't it? When it's like a made up,
Uh,
a made up name.
For the purpose of the tape, as Sarah said, it's a made-up name. She had a realisation and then just sort of perked up like a meerkat and stared Phil down. And we've lost her already.
Your idea.
16 minutes into the first episode recording of the day, and she's already gone.
I'm gonna go with Plumpy Robinson.
I'm
Phil.
going
You think Plumpy Robinson's the real one, or
I
one of the
convinced
fakes?
myself. I was convinced he was real to start with, and now I'm
going to
thinking...
go with Mr. Taco Touchdown. I can't remember what his last name was.
So you,
Taco Touchdown.
Right,
Is that the name
so-
of a Mexican strip joint?
No, I think, what was
Right.
his last name? Taco?
if you're trying to catch me out, it's written right here.
Yeah, I want to...
Taco O'Kersey.
Right, I think it's that one.
You think he's the real one?
Yes.
Who do you think is
I
the real
think
one?
it's the Swiss Family Robinson, whatever his name is.
You think,
Plumpy Robinson.
you think
That's it.
You think Plumpy Robinson is the real name?
No, I think it's a fake name.
You're supposed to be finding the real one.
Oh!
For fuck's sake, Sarah!
Sarah has already encountered a difficulty.
She's forgotten how the game works.
How many
Much
times
like-
did I say?
Much like with rhyming,
How many times did I say?
Bruce Wimbledon all over again.
Sarah!
So, you're asking me which one's the real name?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there's 2 fakes.
Okay. Well, I've identified one of the fakes.
What
So
should-
you're
What
welcome.
should be the real one now, for fuck's sake?
Okay, so
So I'm finding.
so you're violently discarding the great jazz trumpet player Plumpy Robinson.
I think it's Taco, not Overlong, that was
No,
that was Francesca.
Yeah, Francesca Overlong. Or
Taco.
I think Francesca Overlong is the real one.
I think Taco.
Taco Okursi.
That's it. Thank you.
You're going with Taco Okursi is a real musician,
Yeah.
and you're saying that Francesca Overlong
He's the real one.
is
Yeah.
a real musician.
Yeah.
It's Taco Okursi.
Oh my god!
Taco Okursi is a Dutch musician best known for his electropop version of Putting on the Ritz.
Well,
Right.
blow me
Okay.
with a pancake and call me Susan.
You identified that Plumpy Robinson was a fake.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. I did. Very
Um,
astute.
Yes, well done. Would you like to do another?
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh hell yeah!
okay.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. So we have.
Can you say it without laughing, Phil? That's the challenge.
I don't know if I can say any of these names without laughing.
The fact that one of these is going to be real as well makes it even better.
Yeah.
We have.
I'm ready.
We have. Fanny Blood.
Fuck's
Okay.
sake, right,
No.
okay.
Oh no.
Whipface Friedling.
Whipface Friedling.
Whipface.
Whipface
Whip-
Friedling.
Whipface Friedling. Okay.
Friedling.
Friedling.
And Claire Grandhorse.
I want it to be Claire Grandhorse. I hope it's Claire Grandhorse.
I think the real name is Fanny because
Yeah.
I when I went to that gallery in Boston and I sent you that picture of that woman called Fanny Clapp. 100% there was a Fanny Blood.
I think
100%.
Fanny Blood is the real one, but
Yeah.
I wish it was Claire Grandhorse.
Do you want to know a little bit more about them?
Yes.
yeah.
Before you make decisions?
Tell me about Fanny Blood, Phil.
So, Fanny Blood. What is there
There's
to
once a
say
month.
about Fanny Blood?
What to say about Fanny Blood, Phil?
So, Fanny Blood is dead. They are were a British illustrator.
Ooh, how unfortunate.
Claire Grandhorse was a suffragette,
Oh wow. Oh yeah, 100%. I can see that.
and Whipface Friedling was a German shepherd and inventor.
How
As in-
did they find it hard to invent with no thumbs? Being a German shepherd.
My first thought was, do you mean there's an occupation or they're a dog? But then Sarah said it better than I could.
I hear you. So has that enlightened you in any way?
Oh, stick with me for a long.
Oh.
Oh,
I think Fanny Blood's the real one.
I think
'cause it's
Fanny
the
Blood's
least
the real one.
likely, but I want it to be Claire Grandhorse. I love that.
So you're both saying that Fanny Blood is.
Well, we already know that one's a dog.
No, she's a grand horse.
Oh,
So
she's
there is a
grand
question
dog.
though. How would Phil come up with the name Whipface Friedling?
Are you genuinely asking how Phil came up with random shit? Do you even know Phil?
But Whipface
Have you met
Friedling-
him? Have you met him? Hello, Phil. This is Andy. Andy, this is Phil.
Okay, I'm
Tequila.
sticking with Fanny Blood. I
Don't do it. Don't do it.
There's the title.
think I'm sticking with the fact that I'm gonna say Fanny Blood's the real one. I think it's probably Whipface Friedling, but I've already said my answer.
You're sticking
And
with
I-
Fanny Blood. You think it's Whipface Friedling,
and
but
I
you
want
hope
it
it's the
to-
grand
yeah,
horse.
Hoping it's
yeah.
the dog.
Yeah, the horse. Right, go
So
on.
either way, you hope it's any one of them. You haven't narrowed shit down. Is what you're saying here.
Fanny Bloody's now the one I'm least confident on, but I've already set up one for that one. So
I'm not very confident about Fanny Blood either, let me tell you that now.
I just think we feel like
Sarah,
it.
where do you stand on Fanny Blood?
There's the title. Usually sat down on it, really.
You just sit in your Fanny Blood.
Just sit in the Fanny Blood.
Splashing around.
It's the only way to stop it. Just shove your heel up there, it's all good.
Your heel? Oh, like
Times
that's
are hard,
what flamingos are doing. That's why they're pink.
They're just trying to clog.
Fuck's
Just trying to stop themselves from bleeding.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's the biggest hop, skip and a jump to an analogy I've ever heard. Jesus fucking Christ.
It's nice though that.
How did his brain do it? Was perfect, don't get me wrong.
It's
But
nice
fuck
though.
me.
It's nice to know that every single time a flamingo does this, it's just trying to clog its
The
fanny
thing is
up.
though, it's going to ruin zoo trips for me now. That one's on its period.
That one's on its period.
That
That
one's on
one's a man and it's on its period.
Which now reminds me, this is the perfect time to announce our first We Pay For Your Floor meet up and get together at Flamingo Land, North Yorkshire.
Yay!
Oh.
Anyway,
what was the
Fanny Blood,
answer? Fanny Blood, Phil.
What
Your
do you-
brain's fantastic.
What are you thinking, Sarah?
Goose.
Very little. Very often.
So which one do you think?
Fanny Blood is the real one.
You think Fanny Blood is
That's
real?
it, that's it.
You
I
believe
think
in Fanny Blood?
I believe in Fanny Blood. I do.
I've already said Fanny Blood, so we'll stick with that, but I think it's whip face shablamalam.
Ding dong.
Pick one.
Fanny Blood, go on.
It is Fanny Blood.
Yes!
Fanny Blood is was a British illustrator and extremely close friend of Mary Wollstonecraft.
That's not a name.
They were so close that their friendship inspired Wollstonecraft to write the novel Mary, a fiction about
That's a really shit
Mary,
book title.
a fiction.
That's a really shit book title, isn't it?
She's an acclaimed author.
Not with titles
This
like
is
that.
classic
she fucking
literature you're mocking.
A fiction.
isn't. Clive, a horse.
Anyway,
Yes.
yes.
Fanny,
Fanny
absolutely.
Blood is real.
Can I tell you?
How did you come up with Whipface Friedland?
Freelance.
With Friedling.
How did you come up with that?
I'll refer you to Sarah's previous comment. Why the fuck are you questioning this?
When we went to Boston and I took that picture for you guys, Fanny Clap, right? Bearing in mind, it was in like this ornate part of the building. It was the old portraiture section. So there was all these gilded fucking frames. There were these wall-size, like, what they call, not montages.
Collages? Mosaics?
You know, those really big oil paintings.
Tapestries?
Yeah, kind of, but like they're painted, not tapestried.
A big thing.
Yeah, a
painting.
big painting. There was these big paintings, and we're
Canvas.
going along, and I'm going, oh,
Shut
that's
up.
nice, that's nice. Goose.
No.
That's nice. And we're not allowed to take pictures. We were not allowed to take pictures because obviously for theft and all that sort of shit. And I walked, I saw it, and I went, looked again, and saw Fanny Clap, and I went, Chris. Bear in mind, security guard's there, like literally in front of us. He goes, what? I said, me. Are you going to take a picture for Andy? Fuck yeah.
Of course I
Right,
am.
now, I was like, I'll risk jail, it'd be fucking worth it.
I remember getting
like
that. I remember getting that photo and crying. I was like,
It was
Bear in
marvellous.
mind, this museum was silent as well, but you just hear me going,
Don't mind the English lady. She's quite sound.
and I'm looking at the security guard like, carry on.
totally not taking a picture of Fanny Clap.
I'm just taking a picture of Fanny Clap, bless her, look the cotton sock.
Ah. I'm done.
You're not doing any
Do you want?
others.
I've got a game. Do you
Oh,
want a
okay,
game?
yeah, yeah.
Do you want a game?
I can do one more if you want.
We
Do
can
one.
save it for another one if you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
Up to you,
Well,
up to you.
I've got loads.
Oh, okay, go
Do
on,
another
then,
one.
give us
Do another
more,
one then.
give
Give
us
me
one
another one.
Okay.
Best, rule of 3.
This one, I'm not really going to give you much information on them.
Oh, okay.
Because they are all military.
Oh, okay.
That's the only
Then
connection.
The first one's your dad's name.
You'd have to kill us if we knew
like,
anything.
Like the first one was all musicians, this one is all military. I've tried to keep them all somewhat.
Mhm.
Wait, what was the second one? We had an illustrator, a suffragette, and a dog.
A bird laugh, then.
A German Shepherd.
A German
inventor.
Shepherd.
Yeah, they're all very well intertwined, Andrew.
It's actually pretty impressive for a dog to be an inventor, let's face it. German Shepherd.
But these are all military of some sort from around the world. So we have Corporal Chicken Swing.
Oh no.
Right.
Grand Marshal J.P. Fullcock.
Right.
And Captain Maurice Suckling.
Oh, Suckling is real, I think. I think Suckling's real. It's real. It's real!
Suckling is real.
Suckling is
What
real!
was the first one? We've got J.P. Fulcock, Maurice Suckling.
And Corporal Chicken Swing.
Chicken swing! Back drove.
Say Bidoof.
That's what I said.
Okay.
You know, with the big moustache and they go. General Fulcock.
Grand Marshal.
Grand Marshal
J.P.
Fulcock.
Fulcock.
J.P. Fulcock.
J.P. Fullcock.
At your service.
I always rise early morning.
Exactly, yeah, 100%, yeah.
Okay, right.
I think
In
Suckling's
fact,
a real
J.P.
name.
Fullcock is the succulent Chinese meal.
Okay.
Get your
Hands off
my
me.
penis.
Yes.
Go on. Let's say.
A succulent Chinese meal.
And you know what? I'm gonna go really left field and go for chicken fling. Chicken fling?
Corporal Chicken Swing.
Chicken swing.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Sarah?
Yes.
Which one do you believe is real?
Oh, which one I believe is real is the Suckling one.
You believe Captain Maurice Suckling?
Absolutely. Maurice. Oh, actually. Because Maurice is the name of the guy from Beauty and the Beast, and that's Disney, and you like Disney.
It was also the name of the hamster that I hated.
What?
It's the only hamster I've had that bit me. It's the first hamster I got when I was with him. Before we moved here.
Was it the hamster's fault?
It was an evil hamster.
It was an evil
It would
hamster.
scream at me.
Oh, shit.
It was a very, very
it
screamy
was,
hamster.
It was a very nasty hamster. In all fairness, I think it was because I dropped it. But
I'd bite you too, Phil, to be fair.
well, no, it only became aggressive to me after I dropped it.
Okay, well, yeah then.
well,
Well, that'll be it then.
I took it
What
out.
do you mean you think?
I took it
Then
out.
that's the reason.
I took it out of its cage so I could clean its cage.
Yeah.
It bit me when I was putting
Oh,
it back,
so
so I dropped
Yacked it, yeah.
on the
Aww.
floor. It may have possibly bounced off of the fireplace, I'm not too sure. It was kind of dark. But then, since then, it was fine. It was still moving and running around, but since then, it would just scream at me.
Oh, shit.
It did not like me. You could just walk into the room, and if your shadow went
Oh
over the cage, it would scream.
my god. Well, it saw the person that dropped it, so it was going.
Probably. But, every other animal, I'm very good with the piggies.
Yeah,
Very good with all
aw.
the other hamsters
Yeah.
and the mice and everything that we've had. But Maurice was a cunt.
Sarah, enough about your vagina.
Hamsters are kind of a nonsense animal. I
So
find.
you were gonna say nonce.
Hamsters are kind of nonsense.
Hamsters are kind of Prince Andrew.
They're kind of nonsense animals, don't you think?
No, I think they're adorable.
Don't you think they're kind
I
of like a
like
little
dwarf
waste
hamsters.
of like 2 centimetres of space? Don't you think?
No,
'Cause
that is a dwarf hamster. They are just little fluff. They're like tribbles.
They're so
you could
cute.
just flick them around,
Yeah.
and then they do fucking multiply if you keep an eye on them.
If that's your if that's how you feel about life, most men on this planet are fucked. Because
It's a
a
good
lot
job
of men
I'm
Most
only
men
have
on
a
this
few
planet
inches
wish
to
they
work
were.
with.
It's a good job I'm only fucking with one of them then, isn't it, really?
Wow.
Oh, and 2. 3. 3 in total. Yeah, you're a man.
Yeah.
I
I know.
fuck with both of you. On a daily
Not again.
Anyway.
Does mother know?
basis. Does mother know?
Chicken swing.
You're saying chicken swing.
Yes.
I'm saying the
Maurice Suckling.
That's it, thank
Are
you.
you sure? Because you were having doubts about Maurice.
Yeah, because Maurice is a name that you would make up because it's from a Disney film, but I'm sticking with it. I've started, so I'll finish. Start name of my porn film.
Are we talking about your vagina?
Yes, always.
Always.
So you're not going with Marshal J.P.
No, I'm going with Maurice. I'm going with
Grand
Maurice.
Marshal J.P. Fulcom.
Oh, goodness
Not
me.
just Marshal, Grand Marshal.
Grand
J.P.
Marshal.
Fulcom.
No, I'm going
Or
with Maurice.
Corporal Chicken Swing.
Chicken swing. Why is it? Is it chicken or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken. UN.
Yeah.
Oh, still Maurice.
Chicken
yeah.
Swing.
Chicken swing. No, I'm going with Maurice.
She's only got it.
Hey!
Captain Maurice Suckling was an English politician and comptroller of the Royal Navy.
Oh,
Nice.
See, that's not too bad a name,
So
is
there's
it?
2 each.
Yeah, that's not too bad a name, is it, Suckling? I stand corrected. I will just go fuck myself then, shall I?
Called Richard.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Dick Suckling.
Uh,
Here's one that I had. It should be a fairly short one, I think, but just, little stories.
mhm.
Could be quite funny, I don't know. Could just be us sharing a story about when we were very embarrassed. But it's most embarrassing... okay, so the way I've worded it is most embarrassing retail story. But I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, because the example I had actually took place in a cafe.
Go on.
So I guess it's what is your most embarrassing moment for you personally when you've been in a public building, such as a cafe or a shop? I will start. Mine was, at least the most recent one that I can remember, was a couple of months ago. I was in the city centre. I remember I had just gotten my first bit of money from Universal Credit, which I don't mind saying I was on for a little bit. I'm not anymore because I got my job. And I was in the city centre. I had just had my first work coach meeting. And I was like, right, I'm going to go... Mommy. I'm going to go grab a drink or something, grab like a tea or something, go to a cafe for lunch or something, just treat myself a little bit. Went to Cafe Nero, because there was something else I needed in the city centre, I can't remember what it was. Went to Cafe Nero, because it was the nearest one, walked in, ordered my stuff, got, picked up the food I wanted, got the drink I wanted, went to pay, and then learned that it had been so long since I used my... Oh, no, that was it. It had been so long since I'd used my bank card that I'd recently gotten a new one.
Oh no, right, okay.
And for some reason...
Oh, I hate when this happens.
For some reason, PIN for this new card was not sticking in my brain.
No.
I vaguely knew how it started and ended.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember all the numbers though.
Shit, okay.
So, I'm stood there and I'm like, oh yeah, I've not used this card before, I need to use the PIN.
Shit.
Stood there, did my first attempt and was like, and it was wrong. I was like, right, I'll try that again.
Yeah.
Same thing. It was wrong and I was like, no, I'm sure that's what it is. Shit. What is it?
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't remember. Tried something else that was vaguely similar.
Was there a line
was
behind you
also
as well?
wrong. Yeah.
Oh no!
So I was I locked myself out of my card.
No.
And was like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then they'd already made my drink at this point. They had it ready for me to sit, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I can't remember my PIN.
Yeah.
It's a new card, I can't remember my PIN. And they were like, it's fine, just I would try and work it out and remember it, or you're gonna have to pay some some other way. So I had to stand, because I didn't want to go sit down yet, because I thought I've not even paid yet.
Yeah.
So I had to stand, but the nearest thing was a pillar, right by where the queue was, so
Yeah.
all of the people who've been behind me could see me.
No.
And I'm stood on my phone, like, Bill, what's my new PIN? It's at home, what the fuck is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I was at work.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, what's the PIN for the credit card? I can't remember. I was just panicking.
I would
like,
be, yeah,
in the
yeah.
end, I never using the credit card to pay for it, but
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed.
Oh my
I
god.
just felt so like.
Thank God you had that
embarrassed.
credit card though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus.
And then I had to go. So I sat at my lunch and my tea, which was ruined at this point because I was already so stressed about the fact that I couldn't remember this thing. So I had to leave, go across to. Oh, that was it. And then Phil texted me what it was.
Too late now.
And I was like, right, okay, I'm going to have to go and get this sorted because my card's locked. So I had to go. Luckily, there's the bank that I bank with
Yeah.
was right across the road from the cafe.
You can do it at the machines, can't you?
Well, I didn't know that.
Ah, right.
I went in and just said, I've just locked myself out of my card. I couldn't remember what my new PIN was. I just need to unlock it, and said, and that was the other thing that had happened. I forgot. This had happened like maybe half an hour before. I'd lost my passport because for some reason his was in my bag and not mine. Because I always have mine on me, and for some reason his is in my bag and not mine. And I'm convinced that he swapped them. Because I don't know.
Why the hell would I do
Because I don't know how else that happened. Because I never take it out of my bag.
Yeah. Very strange.
So anyway, and they were like, okay, do you have your ID on you? I said, no. It was like a massive, you know, sod's law that this was the same day that I'd realised that my passport wasn't the one in my bag.
Yeah.
And I only knew that because when I was at my first work coach meeting, they needed my ID to double check I was the right person.
Yeah.
And I gave it them. She looked at me and I went, what's wrong? They went, this isn't you. And I went, what? And then they showed me and it was Phil's, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Luckily, managed to get that sorted. They just asked for some security questions. And it was all fine.
Yeah.
So that's good. I was like, I don't have my ID, and they went, okay, well, you don't know. I was like, they said, but you don't know your PIN, so there's not really much we can do, because even though, you know, even if we do believe you, we can't prove that it's your card.
Right.
And I was like, no, I know the PIN now. I got sent it. I do remember it now.
Yeah.
Never forgotten it since.
No, I bet you fucking
Never
haven't.
fucking forgotten
Jesus
it since.
fucking
But yeah, I
Christ.
had to then go and unlock my PIN, and it was all very embarrassing.
That's the worst, or when your card gets like rejected for some reason. You're like, oh my god, there's enough money in there. Shit. Especially if there's a queue behind you. It's happened to everyone. It's happened to everyone.
I always feel
it's fucking
bad
horrible.
because where I work now, that happens. Not all the time, but you know, it can happen. And a lot of the time, it's just like, for some reason, it's just not gone through. Just like try it with the pin or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was mine.
Oh.
What about you two?
Well, you're barely outside, Phil. So.
I don't venture into the outside world anymore. So any stress to do with that sort of thing is all online and contained. So I cannot have any social embarrassment. Just digital embarrassment, where I shout at my laptop and go, why?
That's a band name, digital embarrassment.
Yeah, it is.
I just want things so that the things can come to me, and then I can make
enchiladas. Embarrassing moment out of doors. I'm seen with Chris in public on a daily basis.
Oh, I was about to say something along those lines. Not being seen with Chris.
Oh,
Chris is great.
I once walked through Page Hall with my dress tucked into the back of my tights.
Oh, we've all done that.
How?
Because I think because the wind had picked up, and it had literally flapped and then like folded backwards.
So you're telling me that the wind came behind you, grabbed your dress,
and went.
Opened your
think
tights,
I don't think it.
Stuffed it
No,
in.
but it stuck up. If that makes sense.
Right.
I don't know if it was static or what. But one of the fucking kids in Page Hall started laughing, and I turned round and like scooped myself and realised, oh my god, I've been walking through Page Hall with me bum on show, advertising myself. So I
Like
quickly
a
did that and was like, oh shit. Never walked through Page Hall again. Yeah.
Any others?
What are you trying to say?
I think I've already covered the depths of my embarrassing stories with pooing in a butlin.
I forgot about you shitting in a butlin.
How could you forget that?
Speaking of pooing oneself, that was my other one when I accidentally shit myself in Marmaduke.
It would be more.
Oh,
I have told you
yeah.
about
Oh, you
that.
have told me about that. Oh, yeah.
I was sat with
I thought you were gonna be
Yeah.
I was sat with
old story.
3 then friends,
Yeah.
having lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it, in Marmaduke. Felt that.
The fucking shade of that.
Well, I don't talk to 2 of them anymore.
3 then friends.
I don't talk to 2 of them anymore.
Okay, yeah, go on. Yeah. And one shat oneself. Yeah.
I felt a fart coming on, didn't think of it because it was a fart,
It was a
and as I was sat there, I farted, and then I suddenly felt it on the back of my legs, and I was like,
No!
oh no. And I was wearing like white and blue shorts,
No!
so I had to go to the toilet, take off my underwear, wipe it out as best I could, couldn't wear them,
No.
it was disgusting.
Yeah.
It was just liquid ass.
Yeah. Liquid air.
There
That's
was-
wactually it's better off to do it as a woman, because we have those pad bins in the stalls.
yeah.
You see, you could have like discreetly done it then.
Yeah. I had my bag on me, so I just put it in my bag.
Yeah.
And then I had to like cleaned myself as best I could. Luckily, there wasn't too much in my shorts.
I want that as the title.
So I managed to clean it, but there was a brown stain on the back of them.
No.
So I had to spend, and bear in mind, like, we're out in the middle of Sheffield City Centre.
Yeah.
I had to spend the rest of the time that we were out, I'm going home. No, I have my bag, so I placed my bag strategically to cover it.
That's clever.
And then I was never able to wear those shorts again because the stain wouldn't come out.
I would never wear white anyway. Just as a woman, every woman has a white jean time of the month story, and I'll never.
With the
fanny
blood.
with the fanny blood, with the fanny blood. That's why I've never worn, past teenagehood. I've never worn white anything below, just in case, just for that one reason, just in case, because of the fanny blood.
You've got to be careful wearing white as a teenager anyway, because depending which way you cut, it can get all over.
Oh my god.
We've gone from fanny blood to everything.
Just all the blood. All the blood.
All the blood, all the time.
Cutting oneself.
Cutting oneself, Phil. Teenagerhood, Phil. Suicide, Phil. Carry on.
I don't know if you're trying to get at something here. My teenage years were the best years of my fucking life.
Oh, mate.
It's been all downhill since then.
Birth was when it all went downhill for me.
I think it's because I grew up in the country.
In the country.
Born in Sunderland, shithole. Moved to Barnard Castle, great for an eye test.
What? Why is it great for an eye test?
The Dominic Cummings thing.
At the
During
beginning of COVID.
It was a big news thing that he
drove to Barnard Castle
for an eye test.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, was that during lockdown, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Chief advisor to Boris Johnson, then chief advisor to Boris
Oh,
Johnson.
right, okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's going to do it for this week's episode of the We Pay For Your Floor podcast. I've been Andy.
I was in the middle of a story, but it doesn't fucking
Oh, were
matter.
you?
Well, that's enough of that then.
Finish your story.
We've had enough of you, Phil.
Finish your story, I'm
I feel
sorry.
that you've spoken too much in this episode. That's your quota for words today. Oh, no, don't you carry on, sir.
Claire Grandhorse, Phil.
I have been Phil.
I'm sorry, finish your story.
I
No,
know.
because I didn't realise you were in the middle of a story. I was replying to a text.
I know, I'm Sarah.
I was replying to a text. Finish your story.
See how much he cares. Can't even focus on the fucking podcast, the cunt. Do your outro, you bint.
Finish your story.
Do your outro.
Right, fuck you then. And remember that today's episode, this week's episode of the We Pay For Your Floor podcast was sponsored by Globules. I just wanted to say it again. And until next week, we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Get the chords right, for fuck's sake.
It always turns into the 118 song.
We're not even going to say the bit.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
I forgot we had a bit.
You forgot about Phil.
Sarah, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go home. And if Phil starts speaking, then I'm just leaving.
What are you gonna do when you get home?
Oh, be the best neighbour that I never endeavoured been.
Be the best neighbour that I never gonna be.
David Niven.
David, be the best neighbour that I, David Niven. You better,
Because we pay for your floor.